Mama, can I speak to your heart for a moment? You want to be strong for your children. You want to give them the best of you, the love, the patience, the wisdom. But some days you feel tired, worn out, like your cup is empty and all you have left is a quiet, whispered, Lord, help me. But here's the truth: your children don't just need a perfect mother, they need a faithful one. And the best gift you can give them is your growing faith in a faithful God. In the New Testament, we meet a young man named Timothy, a passionate follower of Jesus, a church leader, a man of great faith. But do you know where his faith began? Paul writes to him in 2 Timothy 1:5, I am reminded of your sincere faith, which first lived in your grandmother Lois and in your mother Eunice, and I am persuaded now lives in you also. Timothy didn't wake up one day full of courage and wisdom. He was shaped by the quiet, consistent, faithful examples of the women who raised him. Lois and Eunice probably weren't famous, they weren't rich, but they were faithful. And their faith lit a fire in Timothy that impacted the early church. Mama, what if your everyday faith is planting a legacy in your child, a faith that could outlive you? You may not feel like a spiritual giant, but your child sees you pray. They watch how you respond when money is tight, when stress is high, when fear tries to win. They're learning how to fight their battles by watching how you fight yours. Let your faith grow, even in the dark places, especially in the dark places. The righteous who walks in his integrity, blessed are his children after him. Proverbs 27. Mama, every tear you've cried in prayer, every Bible verse you've clung to, every moment you've chosen forgiveness, grace, and trust, it's building something eternal in your child's heart. Don't underestimate the power of your perseverance. Maybe you're thinking, I'm not like Lois. I mess up too much. I struggle to even pray some days. But hear this: God isn't asking for perfection. He's asking for progress, a mustard seed, a single step, a whispered, Lord, help me believe. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. Hebrews 11:6. But with faith, even just a little, mountains begin to move. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing to grow because your children are watching and learning and following. Your growing faith is planting roots in their lives, roots that will hold them steady in storms you may never see. Prayers you pray today will be answered in their tomorrows. But from everlasting to everlasting, the Lord's love is with those who fear him, and his righteousness with their children's children. Psalm 103:17. When you spend time in God's word, you're not just feeding your soul, you're feeding a future. When you worship through weariness, you're showing them where to run when life hurts. Mama, this is your legacy. This is how you build a spiritual inheritance far richer than anything money could buy. You are raising warriors, worshipers, world changers, and it starts with your faith. So keep going, Mama. Keep praying when it feels like nothing is happening. Keep reading the word when no one else sees. Keep trusting God when you feel like letting go. Because one day, maybe sooner than you think, your children will stand on the solid ground you've been laying with your tears, your worship, and your faith. Let it be said of you as it was of Lois and Eunice. Her children rise up and call her blessed. Proverbs 31:28. Your faith may feel small, but in God's hands it is more than enough. Mama, I know you've cried in secret. You've prayed prayers you didn't have words for. You fought battles in silence, with worship as your only weapon. And maybe you wonder, does any of this even matter? Do my kids see it? Does God see it? Yes, he sees it all. He sees you reading the Bible at night when the house is finally quiet. He sees you speaking life into your children when you feel completely drained. He sees your faith even when it's fragile, and he's using it right now to shape a generation. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Psalm 126, verse 5. Every sacrifice you've made, every prayer you've whispered, every ounce of love, patience, and faith you've poured out when no one else was watching, he will use it. Your faith is not wasted. Your obedience is not small. Your love is not unseen. You are not just raising children. You are raising God's sons and daughters. You are building warriors for the kingdom. And the seeds of faith you plant today will bloom in ways you may never fully see, but heaven will. So lift your head, Mama. Even if it's heavy, you are not doing this alone. The same God who carried Lois, who empowered Eunice, who walked with Mary, is with you now. And through you, he is writing a story of redemption, legacy, and generational blessing. Don't give up. Grow your faith because your children are watching and God is moving.